Alrighty guys, this is snugsonblitz and I'm back with another video for you today. The T62 has always been considered one of the better Soviet medium tanks. At one point it was considered the creme de la creme. Yeah, I never really gelled with it. Maybe because it was one of my first tier 10 tanks. It could have been the first one. I can't remember if it was this or the IS-7. Both of them around the same time. But the IS-7 was always a strong tank for me. This tank, though, I struggled with simply because of its mobility. It just didn't have what I liked. The T-54 was much better for my playstyle. This was more of a hull-down beast, and at the time, I didn't really know how to go hull-down. That was a long time ago. Times have changed, but what is it like in 2023? So let me give you a review of this after update 10.3. Overall, I am torn between saying good and very good. I think for most players, though, I'm going to stick it in good. The gun, however, is very, very good. It's accurate, it's got great DPM. Yes, this is a solid gun. The armor, especially the turret, is very, very good as well. And maneuverability, while it's not the fastest medium, I think it just makes it into the very good category as well. Not quite as fast as the 140 and AMX-30B, but it gets the job done. Anyway, let's take a look at my loadout. I'm not using V-Stab right now. I'm not using armor enhancement, and I've gone with the traverse over the general speed. Seems to work just fine. Maybe I will tweak that later on. But before we get to our first of 3 games today, I would like to ask one little favor. If you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing. If you have subscribed, great. I very much appreciate it. Thank you very much. Tell your friends, though. Let them know, hey, I got some good stuff here. You might want to check it out. I mean, it's free, right? And of course, comment down below. Do you like the T62? Do you prefer the 907? The 140? What's your favorite medium? I'd love to hear from you. Like this video as well. It helps the algorithm. And of course, if you want to donate to the channel, you can do so by clicking the link in the description below. And with that, let's get to our first game. Look at the lineups. They have a lot of fast tanks. They've got a CS-63, an MS-50B, an IS-7, a Sheridan, and a T-62. Wow, that is a lot of speed. We have myself and my buddy in the Object 140, so we're a little bit fast, and we have a TVP. Okay. So, we have to be careful. We could get absolutely ripped apart if we get isolated here. Let's see what happens. Thankfully, our team has decided to come with, so that's something. But if they all move together, all those meds coming in one, like, wolf pack, oh, it could be disastrous. Let's see what happens. Okay, the Sheridan's pushed in hard. I'm going to push in then because he just fired and hit my buddy, I think, or missed my buddy. A little bit of a ram, and he is out of here. So that's one tank less we have to deal with. It's also the super spotting tank on their team and in this game. So we're gonna, we got the AMX-50B here, so I'm just gonna stop right here. I know there's some other tanks on the other side. So I'm just thinking my next move. And I think I figured it out because the Object 263 has come in to help us out, and he's really punished that poor AMX-50B. So, looks like the AMX-50B is slightly isolated here, so I'm going to push in with the 263. Can we take him out? I might take a hit here. Okay, he's going to shoot the wall. That's always helpful, and the 263 has cojones, which I do appreciate. So thank you, 263. Just not sure where all the tanks are. I know where 1, 2, 3, 4 tanks are, but there's one other tank missing, I think, or I can't see it just yet. Let's see. Okay, I'm just going to peek on over here. Don't want to get targeted, but luckily he's not looking at me, so I'm just going to get some free damage. Always nice. This guy pushes out, and I'm able to just boink him from the side. I'd love to get rid of the low health tanks first. Okay, he ended up being low health, so he's gone. And he was the biggest threat than the T-63 for sure. Sorry, the CS-63. Come down here. I'm going to use the rock to protect myself from any tank destroyer. And now I can just work on this IS-7 on the side. Yep, he's gone. And we only have 1 tank left. It's all over for them. 6 versus 1. It ain't happening, but not with the amount of hit points we have, the guns we have, etc., etc. Yep, he is all gone. One more shot. Can I get rid of him? Indeed I can. So, not a bad little game to start us off with. I think the Sheridan dying so quickly and then the AMX 50B following soon after really sealed their demise. Anyway, 2,848, not a bad little game. As you can see, this tank can dish out the damage. Yeah, DPM, great. My buddy, look at that, 4,200, lovely. And the 263, very nice as well. Anyway, let's move on to our second game. We're on Naval Frontier here. And my buddy's in the T57, I believe. Yes, he is. They have a Leopard PTA. Doesn't scare me whatsoever. Superconk dangerous. FB4005, sure. They have a WZ132A, and I think they also have a T62. So, got to be careful because they have more mediums, I believe. I can't remember who's on my team right now. I've forgotten, but I'm by my lonesome. So, Leopard PTA does not worry me in the slightest. However, if 2 or 3 tanks are with him, yeah, it could be the end of me. So, just going to stay a little bit passive here. And my buddy said, I'll support you, which is always nice to hear. He's heading into C. That's good news. And at this point, he says push. I tend to agree. I just don't want to be the first person every time leading the charge. Anyway, off I go. Haven't been spotted, so that's good news. And yep, I am knee-deep into enemy territory now. So, wow, they're all there. Can I get a shot in? Yes, I can. So one nice shot in there. Leopard's been hit pretty hard, so he's not much of danger. Would love to pick him off early on, but I am venturing into enemy waters here. So, let's see. Okay, he hits me, I hit him. But he is not looking good. Can I get another shot in? I can indeed. But here comes trouble. Yep, the enemy team has swung around. I'm able to bounce one shell there, but I can sense they're going to come for me. Yep, here comes the FB4005. Leopard's there as well, and one more tank. So together they can cause all sorts of trouble. So I'm just going to back up. I'll take one hit, of course, and hopefully I can get away from the... Nope. Okay, so I take 2 hits there. Not great, but my buddy was able to take care of their Jägeru, and we do have 2 bases, so things are looking good. Would like him to push in. He's got a lot of hit points, and he can soak up the damage. And with his help, we can take care of the FP rather quickly. I think he's distracting him now, so off I go. Yeah, there goes the 4005. There goes the Leopard. Yep, always nice to have a Clipper on your team. Great for those low health tanks. Okay, now we're behind them. We've surrounded them. They're in all sorts of trouble. He pops one shot into the M103. I'm able to finish him off. Didn't even need to aim in there. The gun is very accurate. If you're looking for pinpoint shots, then of course aim in. But yeah, I wasn't worried about hitting that shot really. And had I missed, my buddies was there. So, okay. Can I hit this? Of course I can. Nicely done. Superconk is almost dead. Just going to push on in here. Okay. Going to ignore the FV. Okay, I'm going to take a quick shot here on the FV. And yeah, the Superconk is dead. So I'm just going to focus on the rear of a 7201, which is like butter. Unfortunately, we're not able to do any more damage. But a nice, easy game. As you can see, got to be careful about pushing too far into enemy territory because you can get swamped. But 2,561, yeah, not a bad game. Minotauro, great job there. My platoon mate, great job. And interestingly enough, both Jägerus, donuts. That's quite funny. Okay, in this game, they have a Leopard and a WZ121. Myself and AMX-30B, which my platoon buddy's running. We are the mediums. Okay, so even there, they have an E100 IS-7. We have an Object 268/4. Okay. Now I'm just going to head over here and see if I can see any tanks trying to push on in. My buddy's come with, so that's good news. Okay, what do we got? Should be popping up around here. Okay, there's one tank, there's 2 tanks. But they are not pushing in. I'm just a little bit concerned here that maybe they're trying to lure us into a trap with the TDs sitting at the back. So I don't want to push in too aggressively just yet. Let's see what happens. Our 268/4 decides that he has more than enough armor to take some hits, which he does. So thankfully he's pushing in. Sadly, I can't get any shots in. So maybe there's a TD at the back. So I'll just fire 1 or 2 shots into some positions. Maybe get lucky. Doesn't look like it. So what to do? Love to spot for my team, but I don't want to get shellacked for it. Peek on over here. Nope. This tank has decent gun depression, but not amazing. So gonna have to find the right dunes to be able to work your magic with this tank. Here comes the E100. I've got a shot in. Yep, I bounced that. So, yeah, not great. It's been almost 2 minutes now, and I have absolutely 0 damage. 2 blind shots and 1 shot that ended up in ricocheting. Shot in here, and I don't get any damage either. Now, the IS-7 and E100 coming in here, but they're protected by the... Oh, thank goodness he came out. That's nice. So I'm able to get a little bit of damage, and I'm on the board at about the 2-minute mark. They're using the terrain well here, the IS-7 E100. Maybe a little bit of luck, but hey, it counts. Hit the E100 again. Can I get another shot at? No. Maybe the IS-7 if he doesn't back up in time. Yes, okay, so up to 1,000 damage here. It's not too bad. Considering I haven't had many shots, I will take that. Luckily, my team has not fallen apart. In fact, we've got the advantage, so let's hope it stays like that. They're getting the base, though. It seems like our team is very static, just sitting around. Not the playstyle I like, but I'm afraid if I push in too aggressively, that my team won't support me, so just gonna hold off right now. Okay, here comes the VK-45. Can I get shot? No, I can't get shot in here. Okay. They're getting the base. It would be nice if we could stop that base cap, but it's only, what, 40 seconds in, so should be okay. Got no shots. Come on, guys. I hate these kind of games where you're just going to have to sit back and wait, but I see one tank that's not too healthy, and if I can take him out, that would give me a little bit more confidence about pushing in aggressively. Can't quite get a shot in there on the ST1. That's unfortunate, but this is the guy I'm after. Get 1 shot in. Can I get another shot? The answer is, of course I freaking can, as long as it's this shot. Yes, so that's nice. So I'm going to stay away from the E100 and IS-7 over there. They've got a tier 9 heavy tank here. Might take a hit from my treble, but that's okay. Better than E100's gun. And can I get 2 shots in? Can't quite do that. So I'm just going to back on up here and consider my options. Ooh, now this guy is not looking good. He got a little bit shellacked from distance. So, yep, okay. Take another hit. It's okay. I can handle that. Because I know I'm going to out-reload you, bud. Yeah, so now it's 7 versus 4. Okay, moving on in. I'd love to get those guys over there, but they're a little bit far away, so I'm just going to focus on the SD1 sitting here, all by his lonesome. Unfortunately, this guy's coming back to help him out. Can't quite get that shot, which is unfortunate. And it seems like this guy wants me. Yep, I think he's targeting me. But 7 versus 3, they don't have a chance of winning this game, really. They don't have enough armor, they don't have enough hit points. He's coming in. I bounce that shell and track him as well, which is nice. Okay, he's trying to get around me, which he does. I'm making myself a tough target. Another bounce there, that's nice. Can I finish him off? That is the question. Okay, he hits me, but I'm able to stay alive. And now there's only 1 tank left. Don't really want to be the guy who pops out and gets ripped apart, but my buddy's saying, hey, I have to go. So I pop out the last second there and finish him off. Not a bad little game, considering I did 0 damage around the 2-minute mark. So yeah, all that damage was done in the last 3 minutes. 3,574. Yeah, can dish out the damage. Any first class. So, not a bad little game if you ask me. The VK did well, Foch did well, Krav, nope, E100, okay. Anyway, 3 games in the T62, nothing to write home about, but I thought it gave you an idea of how I think this tank should be played. Hope you enjoyed those games. I'll see you tomorrow. Snugs on Blitz, out.